We're off to the War Remnants Museum, Ho Chi Minh. We are currently trying to dodge traffic because the roads here are insane. They're probably the hardest roads we've ever tried to cross. Like in Cambodia, which is the busiest ones before these, when you walk across the road, at least like when you walk into the road, people kind of go, okay, that's fine, I'll let you go. But here it's like, nah. Obviously Vietnam, if you go to Vietnam, you have to learn about the Vietnam War. Supposedly what people have said is it's all about people's perspective on what happened in the war, their own experiences. So let's just see what happens. So one of the first things you're going to see here are the military vehicles. I did not realise the size of this helicopter. I mean, this tiny lady here, for scale, that is enormous. I don't know about you, but this is the first time I've ever seen a tank up close. So, what do you think of the tank?
I think the tank is pretty cool. It looks like a toy, but I can't remember.
Chinook helicopter.
Chinook, there we go. That is crazy.
These are big, aren't they? Crazy.
This looks like a toy to me.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it being used in real life.
Yeah, that coming over the hill towards you would be that would be a slightly nightmarish sight. Who the hell designed this seat? That is brutal torture on testicles. It's horrific. What do you think about the way they hate testicles?
I don't know, was it US?
Yeah, it's all US.
Pretty mean.
What do you mean? That's the worst thing I've seen. Forget everything else. No, I'm joking.
Really?
No, I'm joking. So this one's news to me. I didn't realise they actually use bulldozers just to raise stuff to the ground, you know. And here's something slightly disturbing. So the effective range of a flamethrower, 137 meters. So in all those video games where it's just a short range thing, nope, someone can set you on fire from a long way away. And they use it on this, so it's not like you can shoot back. Look at the size of this one. A1 Sky Raider. Supposedly a bomber. So this is what was dropping napalm on people. Nasty. Slightly disturbingly, they have a guillotine here. I didn't even know they used this in the Vietnam War. I won't show the picture that is behind us because I don't want to get banned by YouTube. But yeah, there is a man holding another man's head. So I'm very uneducated on the Vietnam War. I had no idea they were using barbed wire cages to keep people in or decapitating the Vietnamese. So this is slightly a disturbing educational day. Okay, so we have just come back from the War Remnants Museum. What did you think of it? Because it was pretty graphic, didn't hold back.
It really didn't hold back at all. I'd say it's the most graphic and moving museum that we've been to. I had to hold back tears so many times. It was really informative as well. We were told that it was one-sided, it wasn't historically factual, but I wouldn't agree, but you can see what side it's portraying. It's definitely worth seeing, and you learn a lot about that sort of history, and we weren't alive during that time, and being British, we weren't really taught much about it. So I think it's really important for people our age and younger to go to these museums when they come to new places and learn about the history. It's really, really important to remember what happened.
Yeah, it was very educational. It was pretty disturbing as well. It doesn't hold back what's showing you bits about beheadings and God, there was just like body parts and it just like dead children. They just showed you all the pictures of all the most horrendous stuff, and then obviously they also showed you all the guns, all the tanks, and just all the kind of stuff that they did use and the weapons, and they showed you what it was like being inside a prison there. I couldn't really get any footage of it, but it was. Some
of it you don't really want to see on YouTube. It's just worth going if you're here.
Yeah.
But as well, the museum itself is really well kept. It's really clean, and staff is really nice, and it's not crazy price or anything.
It was less than £2 British for entry.
And so I would have paid more for that.
It was good. I would say I couldn't really get any video because you'd just be filming and then you turn a corner and then there's just a picture of like a beheaded body or whatever. So I would say definitely go, but prepare yourself.
Yeah.
So now we are going to go to the gym. So coffee pot. Where are we off to today?
We're heading to the Coochie Tunnels.
The what tunnels?
The Coochie Tunnels.
The Coochie Tunnels.
It's a good name.
Giggity.
We're super excited for it. We heard a lot of good things. I think everybody that comes to Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh, goes to the Coochie Tunnels.
Yep.
And we will be one of them.
Everyone's hitting up them Coochie Tunnels.
You're a child.
Yep. The Coochie Tunnel is an extensive tunnel system built by the Viet Cong to help fend off their heavily armed adversaries. While they were heavily outgunned, the Viet Cong did have one thing on their side: guerrilla warfare. Though it was clearly not built for thick boys.
Well done.
Wow.
And then came the moment we've been dreading. Actually going into the Coochie Tunnels. Well, at least one of us did.
Oh, no, I can't do this.
I'll be honest, it's quite hard to film good footage of crawling through a tunnel, especially when you're stuck behind a man, staring at his arse while he duck walks to freedom. But I think I did my best. That being said, it's worth mentioning these tunnels we're in right now had actually been widened for the sake of tourists. The real ones used by the Viet Cong would have been less than half the size, and wide boys like myself had no chance of getting in.
Thank you. Let's go. Make like that. I'm gonna get coffee. You have no more meat yet for you.
Well,
No more museum for you.
You made it. How was that?
right.
Wow, thanks.
Come
How was the tunnel?
It was a little bit tight down there. It was kind of in that sort of shape. Yeah, so when I would stand up a bit, my shoulders were like that, so you had to kind of duck walk all the way. I filmed the tunnel. I'm pretty sure I just spent like 5 minutes filming someone's arse, so that's good. Yeah, there was good lights and good ventilation and everything, so to be honest, it wasn't nearly as bad as you think.
But you know that's been widened.
Yeah, no, if it hadn't been widened, I would have literally just been like that the whole way down. And it would have been horrible, but I can't imagine what it would have been like actually in one of those tunnels. I mean, I'm not exactly a thin person. So.
No thanks.
The tunnels weren't the only thing built by the Viet Cong. They also made traps.
This one they call the rotary trap. The rotary trap, that means when you fall down, and that's one they go like that. Another one right there, the door trap. If you fall down and you hit your bell. Everyone look this one. This one easy to get killed. And if you step there, this one they call souvenir trap. Souvenir trap, they put in a hole and they put inside. When the American step there, they cannot take out the leg because around here they hold the leg. They have to take whole thing. The back the hospital, operation, and after this guy he can have that for souvenir forever. This one they call seashore trap. The seashore trap. That means they have to both sides. If you step there, and this side you hit. And if you step there, another side you hit back.
Okay, so we're done with the Cooch tunnels and I now look like a thumb. What was your experience like?
Yeah, it was a great tour. It was really interesting to see the lengths that the Viet Cong went to during that time and what it would have done to them afterwards. So it was shocking. But of all the tours that we've been on, it was definitely the most intense because of our guide, who was actually in the war when he was in his early 20s, 1920. Still had his dog tags. Still had shrapnel in his face.
Yeah, which he made us all touch, which was yeah. So
but he was very emotional and not in a bad way. It was the way he spoke about it was emotional. You could tell it was would still affect him a lot. It was sad, but he was a really good tour guide.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah, it was quite intense. He was very like in your face, and
you could definitely tell he'd been in the army.
Yeah, lots of spittle all over my face when he spoke. Nice. Yes, it was very good. Very recommended. Definitely say go and see. Very eye-opening. Very if you're a wide boy, prepare yourself. It's there's a reason why the tunnels are small. The Vietnamese people are very petite. I am not. I nearly got stuck in the tunnels. So yeah.
And don't be sad if you don't go in the tunnels. I didn't go in them. It was too scary. So if you don't think you have to, because I thought I would have had to do it when we went there. I was really nervous, thinking, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And you don't have to do it. They don't make you do anything. So don't worry if you're just a scaredy pants like me, or if you're claustrophobic or anything like that. You don't need to go in the tunnels. You just get to see and be told about it. Pretty cool.
Okay, so that's the end of the video. So don't forget to subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.